Welcome back to Robcity episode 73. Good morning. Happy Monday. Good Monday clearing throat technique thing. Whatever you call it. Cough. Good Monday morning cough. Good morning. Good Monday. Happy episode. Man. I feel good today. I'll tell you why. The reason we started the show with Guess Who's Back? I'm back. I'm back to trying again. The past 3 months took to myself to accomplish some things. Some things I wanted to work on myself to where when I was ready to get back to working and job hunting, I really wanted to hit some benchmarks and hit some metrics of my own. I did have enough money to live off my savings, and I still have more that I could, but it hit me this weekend, and it was just a realization of it's time. I think I don't know if I fully accomplished what my goals were, but I think it's time to start to get back to job hunting, and then we can worry about those goals as we go. It's been an amazing time. I'm going to tell you, if you're ever too stressed in life and you ever just need to decompress, I'm taking a 3-month sabbatical. I know a sabbatical is annual, but taking a quarter sabbatical does a lot, and it helps a lot, and it feels good, and it's really nice. So if you ever have enough money and you ever have the opportunity where you can quit a job for 3 months, or to where you cannot have a job for 3 months, I think it's a I highly recommend it. How about that? Let's go with that. But I'm feeling just good this morning. I feel like I have the energy again to just try. Just give it the good old college try. Just go out there and start applying, start interviewing. I don't think, I've been worried about what kind of job I want for the past 3 months, but I'm not worried about that this morning. This morning I am just optimistic, and whatever job I get, I think I want to try my best at, and I don't want to get into any kind of comfort zone with it. I just want to, I don't know, I just want to start doing something again, and I think it's time. I think I took the appropriate amount of time. I think, honestly, if I wanted, I could have it till the rest of the year. It's only a month and a half, but we'll plan on, let's say we don't get a job offer until 2020. At least we're starting now. This is like November 18th. Okay. But anyway, no, I'm back. It was fun, man. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it dearly, the time I've had to myself and the time I've got to work on myself. It was a really, I'm not sure how many people get to have that kind of opportunity just to focus on themselves for a period of time. You know what I mean? So for me, what the experience was like was relaxing. It was rejuvenating in a sense of like, oh my goodness, like this is what it feels like not to have to totally worry about anything but myself. I got to do what I wanted when I wanted. I still stayed proactive, but it was really, really an amazing mental oasis is what it was. I got to be away from everything, try not to focus on anything, but I highly recommend it. Let's talk about plan of action, I guess. Plan of action is going to be get this podcast done. I've worked on my resume last night on Sunday. I'd probably send that to a couple of people just to check out, just to see if it's okay. And then I need a haircut. I need to finalize the resume and then go ahead and start applying online. I'm not too sure about Indeed or Monster or online applications right now. I think I want to focus a little more on people I know and see if they can like recommend me or anything. I think that's probably the best way to get a job. But sorry, I'm coughing all over the place this morning. But I'm excited, just because I just want a job, any job that's gonna be paying, and almost to get a lot of people off my back. No one's been pressuring me. No one, like my parents, I would like to say thank you because they did not pressure me into this. They kind of let me come to this decision on my own. But I did feel just general societal pressures just to kind of get back into the workforce, which it's a little annoying to be honest because I want to do what I want to do and I can still afford to do what I want to do, but it was that a little bit, and it kind of sparked the, well, I think you're ready too. Like, I think I'm ready for myself to be back. So, where was I? Plan of action. So, plan of action is just to get any job and hopefully back in sales, just to kind of start working back towards my career. Something that's going to pay for podcast and social life. I haven't invested anything in the only thing I invested in the podcast was a lot of time over the past 3 months. Money wise, I kind of stayed away from it just because I know once I really, really get in the nitty gritty of what I need for this podcast, it's going to start costing some money. So I didn't want to blow everything I have saved up for podcasting just so I could buy myself a little more time. But so I need money. That's one thing. I need a job. And I think you can 2 birds, 1 stone with that thing. What else? Just being a better friend as well. Like I said, a lot of that 3 months I focused on me and me alone. I just feel like relationships and friendships are meant to be kept and nurtured, and you have to water them like a plant. And I haven't been watering my plants, so yesterday I got off to a pretty good start and kind of just texted some friends and called some friends and talked to them just about what I've been going through, what they've been going through, just kind of catch up. That was that was my favorite part. I had such a good day yesterday just because like I came to this realization I needed to get back to life. And so I'm talking to all my friends and just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, this is what I've been going through. This is kind of where I'm like seeing myself going now. And it just felt so good just to like talk to all my friends again and kind of just check in. And I think that's going to be another key to my success and my happiness is now I should start focusing on other people, and I should throw myself into their world and kind of help out my friends and talk to my friends about whatever they need from me, just so I don't focus on myself. It's self-reflection is great. Too much self-reflection is damaging. And I think what I mean by that is I can overthink my situation 1,000 times. I think what I need to do is self-reflect, get something I'm comfortable with, place myself in an area where needs improvement so I can strive for another goal. But I also need to look away from this self-reflection and focus on my friends and just kind of give every energy I have to helping my friends around me. And I've never been like, oh, donate or, oh, help these people, help that people. I've never been too charitable in a sense of like random charity or distance charity, you know what I mean? It's like where I don't know the person I'm helping directly. I think I've always been pretty good at being a friend and listening. So I would love to get back to that and kind of just, like I said, nurturing these friendships I've made over the past 24 years. Which I'm excited about. Just because, like I said, yesterday was a really good day just because I got to talk to all my friends again. A job. I'm going to continue to work out. As you know, I've been working out this entire time, and I've achieved a lot of good goals working out, and I'm very, very happy. That's one of the things I'm most proud of while I took these 3 months off. Also, I need a haircut. That's also on my list to do. What else? As part of like the girlfriend aspect of my life, again, I think that's just something that's just going to come along. I enjoy trying now, kind of. Trying the chase kind of got fun again. It's almost a competitive not competitive against like other guys for a girl, but more competitive against myself of like, okay, I want to chase and I want to achieve this goal of getting this girl to go out with me. That's I feel like for some reason, like not for some reason, but because I think I'm ready to try again to I don't want to say give it another go, but to get back at giving it a go, and I think I'm refreshed, and I think I have a clearer head to go forward with my life, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know. This whole episode's about me, by the way. So if you don't care, Thursday's episode, it's gonna be a banger. Last Thursday's episode was a banger as well. Camilo's doing a great job. I should tell him that more, but something about me is I like to gas people up who need it, and I don't like to gas people up who don't need it. So I should want to gas everyone up. But, Camilo, if you're listening to this, you're doing a great job, and I value you as my co-host. So now he has to listen to get that compliment. Okay, what else? Let's, I think I wanted to reflect on the great time I had. So let's reflect on it. And I think I'm going to make a YouTube video. I don't know where I'm going to get the time now that I'm trying to find a job again. I'll find it. It's fine. I have plenty of time in the day. And that's what the YouTube video is going to be about, of what my everyday kind of looked like as I took this mental hiatus. It's good. You wake up whenever you want. Normally, I woke up a little late this morning. But basically, whatever your sleep schedule is. So mine turned into from like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I'd go to bed. Like, I'd fall asleep, not like lay down. I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up around 6 in the morning, sometimes even 5. 5 or 6 in the morning, get up. First thing you did, play on your phone. I'd take a shower. I'd make breakfast for myself. I'd sit down on my laptop, whether to like look at some things I wrote, write down some more ideas, some jokes, some skits. I have a bunch written. I'm not sure when I'm ever going to release them, just because I'm a perfectionist, and I just sometimes you reread your writing, and you're like, oh God, like, is this funny or not, or is this serious, or is this too serious, or is this so it's still morning, and I'd be on my laptop doing whatever I needed to do or think or say. I make myself breakfast. I already said that. So now it's like around 11 or noon. Then I'd go work out. I work out for a good hour, come back, shower. So now the whole day is I still have half the day to go. I've kind of done something creative. I had a mental workout. I've had a physical workout. I get to come back. I'll make myself lunch. Slowly, everything is done with patience when you're taking your break. And then I would sit down for about 2 hours and try to find something to watch, usually a movie or a binge-worthy new TV show. I wanted to ingest as much new things as possible, so any movie I hadn't seen yet or any TV show that I heard was really good, I would watch just to kind of absorb it. I like television a lot. I like critiquing television. So I'd watch a new series, and then it'd probably get to like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Play Xbox. I'd turn it on to a video game. I'd play Xbox with a couple friends, different friends. Drew likes to play Apex. Me and Drew killed on Apex. Dan likes to play Fortnite. Me and Dan killed on Fortnite. So probably get us into the afternoon. So probably about 6 or 7. Again, it's find something to watch on YouTube, find something to watch on TV, make yourself dinner. Boom, it's like 10:30 again, go to bed. And that's what normally every day was. Usually I would mix in what else? Some days are more productive than others. That's like a pretty just baseline day. Other days is just like you didn't feel like doing anything, and there was no one to make you do anything, and so you just rolled around in the freedom of not having to do anything, and you did that. And I would lay down and I'd find everything to watch, and I'd find everything to play, and just kind of it was to myself, and I got to do what I wanted to do. And I don't know how often you feel that way, but the feeling of doing whatever you want to do is a drug, and it's a great drug, and it makes you feel great, and too much of anything. Let's not call it a drug. Let's back up. It's a vitamin. and it's a vitamin everyone needs. Freedom vitamin, and I'm sorry. When you've taken this freedom vitamin, anything of too much is any too much of anything. There it is. Too much of anything is a bad thing. Um, and so yeah, I think it's time for me to have a little more structure and have some more responsibilities. But I'm like mentally ready for that now, if that makes sense. You know, this is what this whole thing was about for me to just work on myself and take a break. And I'm so glad I got to take a break. Um, so, plan of action is get a new job, stay in Austin for at least as long as my lease is going to be up, and then we'll decide if I want to move back and find another job or stay here. That'll come as it comes, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But so what I foresee now, so we got to look back, we had to make a plan of action, and now what I'm seeing in the future is it's gonna be hard. Looking for a job is not easy for anyone. The most qualified candidates. My dad, he's like one of the most experienced salesmen I know. Obviously, my dad. It took a month to find a job. So if he's very experienced, then it's gonna take me a while too. Sorry, but I'm not worried. It's just gonna take a lot of perseverance, and I think it's I need to make sure I know not to wear myself out, not to get mentally tired, and kind of keep a little in the gas tank. You know what I mean? I can't. Well, I don't know. You could go 100%. I'm gonna go 100%, but the point is I don't want to like 0 to 100 real quick and then just gas myself out of this whole process of trying again. So I think it needs to be realistic expectations of it's gonna take me. Like I said, let's set the goal at 2020, Jan 1. Let's try to have a job lined up. It gives me a month and a half of serious, and I get Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. So that'll be distracting, but it's family time. But what else? I need to stay in shape. So working out, I need to be, when I'm not applying for jobs and I'm not working on a resume or working on an application, I need to be writing, and it's something I really enjoy, and it's something I think I could, I don't know, see my hobby turning into something else rather than a hobby. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna continue writing skits, continue making YouTube videos, but everything else, like, I'm just excited to have friends again. Excited to be positive again. It just feels good, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I know I'm ready, but it's gonna hit me in the face, and I'll need people to lean on. So if you're listening to this, thank you. I'll lean on the listeners. What else? Just some little other news. But yeah, that's it. That's I'm back. I'm back to trying. I'm trying again. I don't know what I'm gonna name this podcast yet. It's gonna be like, guess who's back? No, I've already done that one. I guess I'll try again. I like that. It seems a little like sappy or pathetic, but we'll see. I like that one. I guess I'll try again. Write that down. Just a little other information. If you know Tyler Gray, I told Tyler Gray, he's a high school buddy of mine, that we would make a great sports show. So I know this show isn't necessarily about sports, but if I had Tyler Gray as my co-host, or if I was Tyler Gray's co-host, or we were, I don't know, I don't know how do you, anyway, my point is, Tyler Gray is very well versed in all sports. I think my sports knowledge is definitely inferior to his, but I think he would raise me up and make me study and focus, just kind of pull stats and be ready for any kind of conversation we could have. I think me and Tyler Gray would have a great sports show, either sports show or podcast. So we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I think it'd be really good. So that might be coming in the future. I'll work on production for that. What else? Any news? We'll get into, okay, so HBO has, their lineup right now is Watchmen, and then Silicon Valley, and then Mrs. Fletcher. Watchmen, episode 5, was amazing. They followed Looking Glass, another little superhero, and his backstory, and finally the exposition of what happened in New York City and why everyone's afraid and why we didn't go to nuclear war with Russia. They finally exposed the entire storyline, which I was waiting for, and what a character to do it through was Looking Glass. Like, I'm sure there's symbolism in that, but the character going through that journey with him and finding out everything was so good. I tweeted last week I wasn't having fun watching, the first 4 episodes of Watchmen. So good. Episode 5, Looking Glass, was amazing, and next week's episode should be just as good, I think, just because of how they left it. What happened? Silicon Valley with a banger of an episode. Oh my gosh, Jared Dunn's character, or the character of Jared Dunn, is so good, and sorry, I keep licking my lip. I need a chapstick. But Silicon Valley was a big. All HBO's, I don't know. I just recommend any HBO show. You can literally pick up any HBO show and be hooked. That's how good they make television. That's how well they make television. And then Mrs. Fletcher is about this 45-year-old empty nester, and she's rediscovering her sexuality. It's pretty good. It takes you through everything she's going through. The first episode of her having to drive her son to college and just experiencing everything she experiences. It's a good show. Anyway, HBO, watch it. Recommend it all. The Spy with Sacha Baron Cohen on Netflix. Recommend it all. That's just something I never knew about, and it's something very interesting. So definitely watch that. I'm just trying to think of everything I kind of watch. Spider-Man Far From Home, whatever. Not that good, but I'm a huge Marvel fan, so it's hard for me to give it a bad grade. I don't give movies I am biased against or biased for grades. If that makes sense. So Spider-Man was okay. Watch it anyway. Captain Marvel was terrible. I'm a Marvel fan. That was terrible. Wow, it was a bad movie. Not just because she's a woman either. Not sexist. It was just a bad movie. It was a bad movie. She's unlikable as a character, as an actress. As Captain Marvel. She's unlikable as Captain Marvel, and she wasn't good in the movie either. Endgame. Sorry, had to say that. Had to get that off my chest. Thank God. What else? I think that's it for the show. This has been episode 73. I'm back, baby. Hopefully I can keep it up. I can. I'm back. Well-deserved break. I'm getting off my well-deserved break. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I appreciate everyone's kind words, and I appreciate you listening to this podcast. You don't know how much it means to me. And it's going to get better. This podcast is going to get better. I'm going to start getting guests. If I got a guest, that would make this whole entire thing way better. And I just don't like having guests. I don't know. We'll work on it. But this podcast is getting better. I'm going to get better as a host. I'm going to get better as a person. I'm excited. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Let's go. Shout outs before that would have been a great end, but shout outs. Happy birthday, Katie. I gotta tell her that. She don't listen to this. Anything else? Shout out to my friends. Anyone I contacted yesterday, shout out you guys. You guys are nice. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my parents. Shout out to my sisters. Shout out to my late dog. My sisters and my family made a star on the top of the tree, a picture of him. I cried immediately when I saw that picture. But anyway, shouts to everyone supporting me, and shouts to people I need to be nicer to. Sorry, I'll be nicer to everyone. Okay, thank you for listening. This has been Robcity episode 73. Peace! What an episode.